Well, have we learned our lesson about playing with curses now?
Just getting started. I'm in my year one. I'm not year one with the curse wheel, but in terms of my commitment to the dark arts, it's like the Aaron Rodgers year of ayahuasca and darkness retreats. I'm just dipping my toes in the black magic that is the curse wheel.
How's your chair doing?
We're broke, but I fixed it. How long will it last? Not much longer, because it requires 4 screws. Only able to find 3 screws. Only able to get 2 screws back into the chair, Tom. Because 2 of them you can't get there without removing another part. And I said, this is good enough.
Oh, baby. We here.
Still.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is G-P-S. So, bud.
Whew.
What a day yesterday.
What a day is right.
What a year yesterday. Because I feel like all of us aged collectively during that London game, because that was just hearing Kurt Warner and Rich Eisen just slowly lose their minds as the game went along, because the Jets had a total of negative 10 passing yards. You sacked Justin Fields 9 times. 9 times. Your chair broke. The curse wheel hit you. The Lions lost. And it hit the Lions. Brian Branch then hit Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, I don't know if I imagine, we don't have the audio from it. Everyone's talking about it's because Brian Branch didn't dap up Patrick Mahomes, right? Like, that's the whole thing that started this.
Yeah.
I think it's because Juju Smith-Schuster watches your power rankings and was like, hey, how about that curse wheel? And that just sent Brian Branch into a seething rage that he could not contain and forced him to lash out.
I do like that. I like that. I would have a lot of respect for Juju if that's how he got Brian Branch.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the cheap shot he took on him in the back that wasn't flagged. 0 penalties for the Chiefs last night.
Hey, there was an offsides called on him. Lions just declined it. That's on them. That's on them. I'll get with it fitting.
Yeah, 0 penalties. And first part of that, yes. Kansas City played a clean game. Okay?
Is it hard to hit a walk-off field goal to beat the 2-3-1 Cowboys and avoid OT?
Yeah, Bryce Young.
Panthers are obviously better than the Packers. This is just, that's where we are right now. That's where we are.
They're going up. There's so much to talk about. We all know. Anybody who watches football knows, without a doubt. You got your clip? I got to sneeze.
I got you. I'm trying to find Jerry. There it is.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Very low percentage.
Low percentage of glory holes.
Okay.
Percentage of my defense doing jack shit. Too.
Holy.
Tommy. I should have kept a mic around here.
This is how bad things are. I feel actively bad for Dak Prescott because he is having a phenomenal season. He's not throwing picks, another 3 touchdown performance, and his defense can't stop diddly squat.
Or Rico Dowdle.
Huge congrats to the Panthers, though.
Yeah, Panthers. I'm getting high on the Panthers. I'm smoking that Panthers hopium. Bryce Young leads another drive, a scoring drive to get the victory. You should be excited. What, the Panthers won 3 of 4 now? Is that where they're at? They won 3 of 4 after starting looking like one of the worst teams on earth.
Yeah.
And they're running the football. That was a big part of their problem. Rico's making a huge difference.
Donald 2 weeks in a row. Holy cow, man. Like, he is just, it's an awesome story, but he's just on fire.
200 plus scrimmage yards, back-to-back weeks. Something one Christian McCaffrey never even did for the Panthers. You know? It's crazy. Yeah. You're welcome, Kevin. You're welcome, Kevin. I cursed the curse wheel. I did not curse it. The curse wheel cursed the Lions.
You've done it twice. So.
And I was telling Tom before the show, there's so many cool Chiefs fans that tune into Power Rankings every week who are there to see me tell the Chiefs to go fuck themselves. We've got a good relationship going. But the fringe Chiefs fans on Twitter, they are the worst people on earth. They should all be in jail. They scare me. And last night, my DMs, which I don't check that often. Well, I checked the ones that go to, you have 2 different DMs. You got the ones of people you follow and then the ones you don't follow. Yeah. But I kept my messages kept updating on Twitter. It's like, you got 5 new messages. And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking, is it a clickbait guys talking about something? I'm checking and there's nothing there. So then I go into the other one and it is a mix of Lions fans telling me to go fuck myself because of the curse wheel. Fair. Which I respect. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. Wheel, burn the curse wheel. Yep. That's funny. Respect. Yep. Chiefs fans, they were just there to call me a pussy, a bitch, a crying baby bitch pussy boy, a bitch pussy crier. Over and over again. So Lions fans, respect, because you get it. Those other Chiefs fans, yeah, you guys are terrifying. Have you ever DM'd somebody to call them the B word, Tom, or the P word? I'm trying to.
Oh, now we're censoring ourselves.
I don't want to get us demonetized. You ever DM'd somebody that?
No,
I have. And these are grown men, by the way.
Yeah, no,
it's not like a 14-year-old.
Yeah, no, I have.
These are grown men. Their Chiefs fan picture in their profile. Yep. It is a weird look, and I'm not saying only Chiefs fans would do it. And this happened because I pointed out they had 0 penalties in the 4th quarter, man.
Hold on.
And I said, laughing my ass off. I said, I thought it was actually funny. No, I'm a crying B and P guy. A big B and P guy I am today.
Yep, that's it. I went to the Brewers game on Saturday. Right. And dude, this is my 3rd baseball game since I've been in Wisconsin. Right. So it's supporting the hometown now and be like, all right, here we go. We're in the city. Let's rock. So I'm taking some clips of the game, showing the atmosphere, putting it on Instagram. I get a DM from a random ass Cubs fan. And it's just like, you're going to post that home run, you dumbass. and I was just like, no, I'm not. And then the Brewers won. So you know what, man? It's sports.
I love it about sports. I love being passionate. I love being angry.
Oh yeah.
I try not to get into it with people because one, you're probably, even if you're right, you're going to look like the a-hole in some way. You're going to I say things I regret too. I'll fire off a tweet. I'm like, fudge, I shouldn't have said that.
Sure.
Like when Brian Branch slapped Juju in the face. So I think it was, I forget who tweeted it. They're like, this is Bush League by Branch. And I said, nah, this is the only
no, he gets it.
And I actually stand by that. He does get it because we saw the cheap shot Juju gave to him. Okay. He's just coming back for a little retaliation. Did it happen after the whistle? Sure. But for
it happened after the game was over, Brandon.
Entertainment? I love it. The NFL's taken too much violence out of the game, and this is where I seek it, Tom. I seek it in the NFL. So, forgive me
to end my stream
watching my enemy get slapped and enjoying it. And also, Travis Kelce, if you remember, got slapped by Tahir Tart. Remember that? Was that week 1 Chargers Chiefs? And Tart was celebrated. He was celebrated. Branch, not so much.
It's after the game, so
yeah, but Tart slapped Kelce after the play.
Those are very different things. Campbell came out and was just like, "Hey, that's not who we are. Like, I already apologized to the Chiefs. I apologize." Yeah.
It's 100% wrong.
If Dan Campbell got up there and was just like, yeah, what's he going to do about it, huh?
Yeah.
That's a different story.
But well, back to the 0 penalties for the Chiefs.
We'll talk about the Colts, Andrew.
Every football fan knows your team does not go through a game without causing a penalty, right? Even if you're playing a good game, even if you're playing a clean game, your line's holding at some point. One of your DBs is doing some pass interference on some play. It boils down to they just didn't get called for any penalties. And that's an issue, I think. I'm not saying the Lions lost because of that. They got outplayed by Kansas City. The Lions, their injuries in their secondary have stacked up. That cost them. The Chiefs played a better game. The Chiefs kind of backed into a corner, and they just played better football. Last week, they were flagged 13 times. So I'm sure they made an effort this week to make sure they cleaned up some of those mistakes. But to have a team and to have it be the Chiefs, and it's in prime time, be penalized 0 times, it is a funny look for the league.
The optics, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, too. The refs, there was only 4 accepted penalties last night. Like, it was very, very quiet. For the most part, they were letting them play. And when we were talking about, like, the Jared Goff, because that was the penalty that, like, started everything, right? So Jared Goff, and again, like, I agree with the penalty. He does not get set, right? So if you're looking at the rules, like, he does not get set.
You agree with the penalty after the fact that we had to learn about what this rule was.
Correct. 100%. So, I mean,
when they explained it, I think
officials called it right, but they were asked about it because I read the transcript from the pool too. And it was like, the problem was it took forever. It took like, I think almost 90 seconds, if not more, to then go out and be like, oh no, we have a flag. Like I changed the score, like on the score bug and was like, okay, the Lions got a touchdown. And I think that what started kind of this, okay, this is a bit of a problem. And then, the other 3, the defensive pass interference, like that was kind of whatever. And unfortunately, that's subjective, but I could see that one being blah. But yeah, man, I think it's just optics. And we were talking about it, and I couldn't remember what it was. And it was the Eagles game last year, right? When they had like no penalties against, I think someone was saying it was like the Panthers or something, or was it maybe the Dolphins? That it was just like they were able to, like, they had like nothing called against them, and it was all going against the opposing team. It's exactly like you said, right? There's penalties on every single play.
Yeah.
So to get 0, it's just not the best look. Again, they did get an offside call.
One of them.
Find it, but
you got to call one at some point.
They tried.
Travis Kelce was holding. We all saw that shit.
They tried.
Patrick Mahomes probably could have got a taunting penalty after his touchdown run. He pointed at Brian Branch. He pointed at him. You can't point.
How you know it's the Chiefs. Perna's like, you know what? Maybe we should actually have more taunting penalties.
No, I don't think we should. I'm saying he could have been. He pointed at him. You can't point at a guy. One thing I learned about the NFL is do not point ever with your finger.
You can't.
You don't point it like this. You don't do a fake gun.
Nope. Can't do the point.
Can't do the point. Now the Goff touchdown, that was bizarre. Nobody knew the rule. The Chiefs didn't know the rule. The Lions didn't know the rule. But it boils down to, because Jared Goff catches a touchdown pass. And he does a horrible job catching the football. It bounces off his hands.
And then runs into his own blocker.
The Chiefs defender to make the catch. And then he scores a touchdown. And it's amazing. You're like, holy crap, this is entertainment. And then it's wiped away from us. Because the rule is that the Lions thought as long as he didn't put his hands under the center, he was fine to do motion without stopping at the end of the motion. But if you even just go up to your center and appear to be a quarterback in the center's vicinity, if you go in motion, therefore you have to stop before the ball snapped.
Exactly.
If he was in shotgun, he could have went in motion without stopping. So it is an obscure part of that rule. The Lion, Jared Goff's like, if that's the rule, we didn't do a good enough job researching, the parameters of the penalty there, which is fair. And I tweeted like this, who gives a fuck about pre-snap motion? Like, and we've talked about it dozens of times here. Like, I don't care what the offense is doing, who's in motion. I don't think they should ever have those penalties. Also, a lot of Chiefs fans came to talk shit to me about that observation. which I don't understand, because if anybody a team that would really benefit from that rule is Kansas City. Andy Reid loves window dressing. He's very good at it. And if you allowed him to have guys moving even more, I think that would help you, Kansas City. So my observation that Jared Goff touchdown should have counted just based on the rule of cool, that would affect your team in a positive way over time. That's what I'm saying.
Dante, happy birthday. Let's go.
Nice. 10 more years.
You enjoy those 30s, buddy. You don't rush those 30s. You enjoy every minute of it. All right? You enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the Lions real quick. You were talking about the injuries to their secondary, and like those were very apparent last night. The Chiefs offense looked probably the best it has all season. They were able to kind of get things going. Mahomes was not their leading rusher, which is a nice change of pace because, that really hasn't happened too many times this season.
I mean, he was for a long time, wasn't he?
But it feels like Rashee Rice coming back is just going to be like another kick for this offense. And like, oh boy, they look like they're going to be problematic. Losing against the Jaguars, last week was like, okay, the Jaguars are a good football team. Jaguars losing this week. And then the Chiefs able to knock off the Lions, who have been one of the more consistent teams in the NFL this season. And dude, like, I think that yesterday proves this. I mean, you look at the Panthers Cowboys game alone, right? But the Eagles lose to the Giants. The Cowboys lose to the Panthers, right? This is one of those years, at least through the first 6 weeks, where it's like, man, you get a win, and you could attest to this too,
yes,
right?
I will take that win in
You're
London.
like, all right, man. Like, are things pretty right now? No. And unfortunately for the Lions, injuries are a major part of that. And I know there's a bunch of teams. Look at the freaking 49ers, man. Holy God, with Fred Warner. But yeah, it just seems like that was what really prevented them from being their best version on defense last night.
Yeah, this is what's scary about the Chiefs right now. I mean, all right, just look at the difference between this injury report where, both teams had a bunch of guys a little dinged up. The Chiefs, every person listed on their injury report, Tom, they were full participants in practice all week long. They all played. Their IR list is one of the shortest in the NFL right now, and they're about to get Rashee Rice back.
Yep.
So they've had a tumultuous start to the season, but they're about to be the healthiest team in the league. They're going to be the healthiest team in the league, and they're getting probably their most important offensive player back. The only thing that will slow them down at this point on this very unpredictable season is injuries. The Lions, their guys listed on the injury report, out. And then Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, both played, not 100% healthy. So like
Kirby able to come back into that game at least though, because that was scary for a minute, and then he made a big tackle.
Yeah, it's like that was. I think if you're a Lions fan, you don't love the way your team played. You don't love what happened after the game. Their offense moved the ball pretty well at times in that game. Like, I think you're telling yourself, the Lions, if we can get healthy, and that is a massive question for Detroit. Sure. We know their defense, just based on last year, can't stay healthy. Maybe they can get back into the conversation as one of the best teams in the league, because right now, the way their defense is playing, last night, they did not look. Their defense looked like the 20th best defense in the NFL. They couldn't fucking tackle. They were not covering well, all of it. So that would concern me. But I think if they can get healthy, they can get back into being one of those better teams. But I've been denying it, but now I'm worried about Kansas City again.
A few weeks ago, I was just like, hey, man, they might be one of those teams that roars back, talking about the Chiefs. Branch, if anything, he's going to get fined. I mean, he's definitely going to get a fine.
If he does, it's probably a game suspension. They do.
Probably a week.
I think it depends on if his punch to Juju's face, because you saw Juju in the going into the locker room, he had like something over his nose. If that punch got his nose, made him bleed his own blood.
That's what I'm saying. If it's an actual injury, he'll get suspended.
Yeah, if you can see the blood from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Chiefs look good. Fuck them. My apologies. I hate you.
Let's talk about the Denver Broncos, that first game yesterday. Your defense, I saw a lot of people not blaming Bo Nix for what you saw yesterday on offense. It was more geared towards Sean Payton. I'm curious kind of what your thoughts are there.
Yeah. I think maybe the Jets defense is a little better than we want to give them credit for. They're the first team that really shut down the Broncos run game. And I think without the run game, we saw the Broncos offense struggle. Yes, I'm going to put a little more blame on Sean Payton at this point. As a play caller, I think he's got to simplify things. And there's probably people out there who would say he's already simplified things. He needs to simplify things more. They have too many personnel packages, too many fucking Nate Adkins, Troutman. We got to get these 4 tight ends, this fullback flanked out this way. Let's just get back into a little bit more simple formations, easy handoffs, designed handoffs that are going towards the line of scrimmage, not pitched out backwards. On 3rd and 10, let's not hand it off to our fullback on 3rd and 10. I don't know, things like that. But he does nice things still, like that. The Nate Atkins touchdown, the only touchdown of the game, which I saw the halftime show at NFL Network. They replayed the Nate Atkins touchdown 4 times leading into the halftime show, Tom, because there were no other touchdowns to highlight from this game. So I think Sean Payton needs to simplify it a little bit. Denver didn't have Ben Powers in at guard. We lost Ben Powers. They had Matt Pert in there. He was penalized for holding, a false start, and he did not a good job blocking. I think that was another big issue. I think that affected the Broncos' run game. Bo Nix certainly wasn't his worst game. You know what I mean? Definitely wasn't his most effective game, but
it's always a great start. It wasn't his worst game.
No, it wasn't his worst game. I mean, comparatively, Justin Fields was way worse. He was sacked 9 times. Bo Nix was sacked once. But this was 40 yards for J.K. Dobbins. They did a good job stopping him. He's been the best offensive player for the Broncos. They limited Cortland Sutton. That was huge. But yeah, it's just an ugly game. Thank God the Broncos defense sacked Fields 9 times. And a lot of that's Fields. It wasn't, and the Broncos defense is good. They have probably the best pass rushing duo in Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito off the edge. They can get pressure from the interior. But Fields was you watched, he just holds onto the ball forever. He's an easy quarterback to sack because he doesn't know how to get rid of the football.
Dude, that last play before halftime when they're just standing there, it's just... Oh, time ran out.
Oh, God, Garrett Wilson. What are we doing, guys?
I don't know what you're doing.
Take a shot there.
No, dude, it's anything, right? At that point, it's anything. And I think, you look at the Broncos, and then one of the things that they've been consistent at, because I think, what was it, the Colts game? That was the only outlier. They've been able to get after the quarterback, right? They've been able, their defense has looked good almost every single game. And I feel like in terms of the Broncos, we're just waiting for that offense to take a step. I will say, Evan Ingram being your leading receiver, getting him more involved, you're okay.
That helped a little bit.
Maybe, right? You're starting to see some additions that you brought in from free agency make a difference. But yeah, I feel like if you can't get J.K. Dobbins going, which has been a staple for those past few weeks, except for Sunday, that offense can get pretty miserable pretty quickly.
Yeah. Plus, the Broncos, they had to go to Philly and then to London.
Sure.
There's been that's a Philly tough road game. Then you go straight to London. There's a lot of those extenuating circumstances, probably helping them not play their best football on offense. And hopefully they get back here, can recharge a little bit. They got the Giants now, and that's going to be a tough game, I think. Jackson Dart's a sackable quarterback, but he's also elusive, and he's going to make plays. Cam Scadaboo is going to be fun to watch the defense go against, but
I'm worried about
we're 4-2, tied with the Chargers atop the AFC West, and now it's just hold on. We got to hold on. We got to be in a place to compete with Kansas City when we get them late in the season.
This might be an interesting strategy, but like I'd be afraid for your defense. They're a pretty hard-hitting defense, right? Get after the quarterback, all that. But the more that you hit Cam Scatterbo, the angrier he gets.
Yeah.
So like honestly, I don't know if you just don't tackle him. Maybe you just like push him out,
just let him go
of bounds or something.
Yeah. Him and Baker Mayfield are kind of the same like that, right?
Yeah.
You hit them and it somehow makes them better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. The Green Bay Packers sitting atop the NFC North, number 2 in the entire conference. Was it pretty yesterday? Let's talk about this game. So Packers up 10-0 in the first half. And Packers fans were like, okay, well, the last time that we were up 10-0 against Joe Flacco, it did not end well.
Yeah.
But the defense was playing really well in that first half. Like Joe Flacco could not do anything. And we talked about this last week. We talked about this when they got Joe Flacco. The thing that he's going to be able to bring to the team is, one, he's not going to turn the ball over as much as Jake Browning, right? And he could get the ball out quickly. And because he was already behind the Cleveland offensive line, he was able to do that to the Packers the first time. And now he was able to do that yesterday. And the big difference was start of the third quarter, the Bengals get the ball and they hold on to that ball for over 10 minutes. They lead a 10-minute drive, and on fourth down, they're able to hit Hudson in the back of the end zone. And you're like, okay, it wasn't the prettiest game for the defense at the very end. That fourth quarter got a little bit, I don't know. There was a point where the Bengals scored. They got a 2-point conversion. The Jamar Chase touchdown was disgusting. It was just a phenomenal catch. Couldn't even be mad about that. But I have to say, the Packers offense, Love had an early interception on just a bad decision, but they were able to score 17 points in the fourth quarter to close that game out. And even though the blocking from the O-line still was not phenomenal yesterday, Josh Jacobs, who had the flu, he was throwing up before the game. He had his best game of the season. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 93 yards. He was looking real, real good. So it wasn't the most beautiful win. They didn't blow out the Bengals. But man, it's one of those things you win. It looks better after the Lions lost yesterday too, and atop the division once again.
Yeah, I think what's funny with the Bengals
didn't get fully
is they lost. Joe Flacco played a little bit better than Jake Browning, and Jamar Chase got involved in the game again. And I think Bengals fans knew they were probably going to lose. But they're like, at least we got Jamar Chase involved in the offense again. At least our receiver we gave all that money to got to catch a cool touchdown. We're just going to get 1 or 2 plays a game for the rest of the season as Bengals fans, and that's what we got to accept. I think Trey Hendrickson got injured in this game.
He did too. Yeah, and I think it's right now, I'm just speaking for myself. I think the main criticism besides the O-line play is the pass rush. And that because you just have not seen the pass rush, how it looked the first 2 weeks. Now, Joe Flacco did a really nice job neutralizing that. He only got sacked 1 time by Lucas Van Ness, but he was just getting the ball out very quickly. And it kind of was like what Dak was doing in that game against the Cowboys. So, you kind of give some credit to Joe Flacco there, but they got to get better because that's where the majority of the money is right now. And after trading for Micah Parsons, right, that entire position group is going to be under a microscope because it's like, all right, well, we got to see production here. But I was very happy with how the offense was able to perform. They, at times, they stalled out a little bit. But yeah, they he played a good game.
Yeah, that's a good win for the Packers. The Broncos, they kind of
maybe
they should have beat the Bengals more handily, but Bengals are bad, but at least they'll give you a little bit of a fight. They give you a little bit of fight.
They
Not
do
the most fight, but a little bit of a fight.
As someone who watched that offense against your defense, right? Now I know it was Jake Browning, so there is a difference there.
Sure.
Yes, I would have liked to kick the Bengals' ass a lot more.
Yeah,
but again, I'll take the win, man. I'll take the freaking win any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, to that last super chat. Yeah, JSN for Seattle. JSN's having a year. One of the most electric offensive players in the league right now.
Oh, yeah.
Big win for Seattle. We just watched the Jags upset the Chiefs last week. Seattle's defense, we'd be talking about Seattle's defense a little more today with their 7 sacks. Had the Broncos not gotten 9 sacks. When you get 7 sacks and you don't have the most sacks that week, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But, dude.
Yeah, Longo.
Sam Darnold's playing just really good football every week. JSN, he's an easy guy to throw to, but he's putting the ball in really nice spots. The Cooper Kupp touchdown that he threw, just beautiful. You got to be really happy. And he looks a lot better than Geno Smith. I said that Friday. It continues to be true. And the Seattle Seahawks defense is looking good.
It's been consistent pretty much. I mean, they've had some injuries and stuff, but
they're well coached. They're a well coached team, and they've
done a nice job. B-Bot, I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend. Damn, man. I apologize.
Your brother? Damn.
Perna, don't play any clips.
You want me to play a clip, B-Bot?
B-Bot.
Let's see. Oh, I wish we had a good Titans clip for you.
I don't think we have a good Titans clip.
I will play the only clip that I know will make everybody laugh. Bebop.
Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo.
Mika and Big Boo getting injured yesterday too.
I know,
dude. You and your family are well, man. Yeah, this is a big win for the Seahawks. I picked Seattle to beat the Jaguars here. It's like you said, Sam Darnold, man, he's been playing incredibly well. And it was funny because when they bring in Cooper Kupp, I think there was an expectation that he is going to take some targets away from JSN. Nope. It's the JSN show this season. And listen, I'm going to say it. I knew he'd be freaking good. I knew he was good. I really wanted the Packers to draft him. I freaking wanted it so bad. I got sent a JSN jersey by some Seahawks fans. But enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yeah, but that's a good question. I mean, the Browns game, you're not the Titans. I mean, you're not the Jets. That's.
Hey, let's go to the Browns real quick. Yes. I know what I want to say here.
Aaron Rodgers. Dude, if there is a team that might have their division wrapped up by like week 12, it could be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. And who would have thought before the season you were even saying that? The AFC North is collapsing. Yeah. The Bengals, they're not really great. The Browns are not doing well. The Ravens are. Woof.
You want to know why I respect Aaron Rodgers, Tom?
Tell me.
Because unlike that coward Tom Brady, who went to a loaded Buccaneers team, saw an easy path to win the division.
There you go, Edward.
Aaron Rodgers went to the North, which looked like it would be a very tough division this year. With the Browns is like your bad team, but maybe, with Flacco going to Cleveland, even though he's not there anymore, maybe they're a little feisty. Or like that's going to be a tough path for the Steelers. So I respect the balls on Rodgers to believe in himself at 41. To go to Pittsburgh and go, it's not going to be easy, but I think I give this team a chance to win. Unlike that coward Tom Brady. I got to really emphasize the cowardly part of Brady going to the most loaded team in the South with the easiest path to the Super Bowl, and then bringing in his buddy Gronk and bringing in Antonio Brown to get the job done. That's why I respect Aaron.
Get it out of your system.
The guy I don't respect right now, Tom, is 2-time Coach of the Year, Steven Stefanski, who puts in his
Patriots. Come on,
his rookie 5th-round quarterback for his second start and asks him to throw the football 52 times against the Steelers.
That does not make sense to me. I mean, listen, they couldn't get anything going in the ground game. I get it
because they didn't try. That's 18 total runs. 52 times for Dylan Gabriel.
That's a lot.
It's not. It's not like it was. If Gabriel was, I don't know, Joe Burrow, right? Your first overall pick, who just set the NCAA passing record for touchdowns or whatever Burrow fucking did. I get it. But, man, you did not set your young quarterback up to succeed in this game. It's not like you've got an electric group of receivers here. But credit to the Steelers. They are winning.
It's not pretty, right? It's not, but their defense is looking good. Like, that's been the thing that you were worried about in the beginning of the season. And it was like, oh, maybe this defense is not that great.
Yeah.
Looking pretty solid. They get that run game. And again, Rodgers is another guy, when you're talking about Joe Flacco, can get the ball out quickly. And once he gets into that rhythm.
And even Dylan Gabriel can get the ball out quickly. He was taking a lot of short passes, your check downs, whatever, because that's all he could do with the Steelers getting after him with that line.
I mentioned this last night. I am loving the rivalry that's developing between the Lions and the Chiefs, because I could just sit here and watch it all burn. So I'm just like, okay, this is enjoyable. First you had the asterisk game. Now you have this. I want to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah,
fudge. Was that Jim Nantz who's on the call, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it was that third down run. Baker Mayfield, dude, I don't care. Just give him MVP. I don't care. I'm all about it. Give him MVP. He is playing. He's on fire, man. Like, every week, it is more and more heart racing to watch him play. And the 49ers kept that game close for a while, which 49ers fans, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I am so sorry. Not because the power rankings thing, I apologize for that. But Fred Warner, man, now out for the entire season.
Yeah.
Still fighting for a while, man. And it just feels like that defense, which had been really good to start this season, Nick Bosa out for the year. Fred Warner out for the year. Like, these are guys that are just going to be impossible to replace, right? Especially Fred Warner. He's arguably one of the best defensive players in the game. And the Buccaneers did not leave this unscathed. Ibuka, he got hurt too, and he's expected to miss a few weeks as well. But
yeah, it's basically the Niners and the Bucs were having a hold my beer off of injuries this season. And the Ravens are in that mix too. But Fred Warner, I think that's the injury for the 49ers defense they're not going to be able to overcome.
Correct.
They just got Malik Mustafa back, right? They're going to get George Kittle back. They'll get Pearsall back on offense at some point, maybe Brock Purdy. And so their offense should get some reinforcements, but Fred Warner is one of those dudes that you lose on your defense, plus Nick Bosa. That's too much, I think.
It's too much,
I think they'll be competitive. They're still going to be in the mix, but I was starting to believe as long as the Niners could get through these injuries, they'd be okay. They would be one of the teams that we're going to be talking about December, January is, oh shit, now they're healthy. Kyle Shanahan been coaching his butt off all year. But they ran into Baker Mayfield, who's probably the best story this year next to Daniel Jones. The difference is Baker Mayfield, the way he's playing is way more exciting.
It's so exciting, man.
His run on that Nance call, like, I tweeted that, and I was like, I think Jim Nance in one sentence just highlighted Baker Mayfield for 2025 because he's like, oh, he's not going to be able to get it. Oh, wait, no, he's not done yet. And that's Baker, right? Like, you think the Bucs are done, and they've won 4 of their games in the last minute. This is their first game they got to take victory formation.
Exactly.
Mike Evans, injured. Chris Godwin, injured. Emeka Egbuka, injured. They haven't had McMillan for weeks. Bucky Irvin, not in this game. They have 2 offensive linemen out. Imagine if that's the story with the Chiefs or the Lions.
Sure.
Any team that needs their offense to
get things going.
Score. Like if you're talking about Jared Goff without, I don't know, just say Jahmyr Gibbs, without Laporta, without Amon-Ra, without Jameson Williams, who the fuck are the Lions? Probably nobody. Who are the Chiefs without Worthy, without Kelsey, without Hollywood Brown there? Like, what Baker's doing is insane. It doesn't matter who's out there. He's finding ways to make plays. He is the dog amongst dogs. He took a shot and just got up and did this in a dude's face. I don't know if there's a more fun player to watch in the NFL right now than Baker Mayfield.
I mean, dude, when Ibuka goes down, no Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans, no McMillan, no. That's your top 4
They
wide
got a
receivers.
Tez Johnson, smallest man in the NFL.
So I have to say, there is probably not a team in the league right now that is more fun to watch than the Buccaneers. They're going to be playing the Lions in prime time coming up. That is going to be, they're both injured to hell, but that is going to be a fun freaking game, man. That's Monday Night Football. That is going to be one heck of a fun game.
Look at this stretch for the Bucs, man. Like, they got the Lions. They got the Saints, who the Saints make every game close. Patriots are playing good. They got the Bills. They got, I don't know what the Rams, what they got going on right now. They did win, but it was like that is a tough stretch before they get the Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers. That could be a tough game late. Oh,
dude. King Andrew, 50 freaking memberships.
Oh,
crazy son of a gun. I appreciate the hell out of you, King Andrew.
And it's like with Baker, right? Like, I think everybody's been excited about Baker all year. I think he's gotten a ton of love.
Yeah.
But there's always been like, he's got these really nice playmakers, even though they've been going through injuries, right? It's like, as soon as Evans kind of goes down, it's like, well, it doesn't matter. They got Ibuka back there. Bucky Irvin's playing out of his mind. This game, he did it without all of those guys.
Yep.
All of them.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude.
Yep.
It's like the smartest thing the Browns did was draft that man number 1 overall. And even then, like, Baker wasn't a consensus number 1.
No.
He's playing better than he's playing a little better than Josh Allen this year. He's a little more fun than and Josh Allen's playing very good. He's playing very good. Baker's the dude. He definitely was playing better than Lamar Jackson. Sam Darnold's playing pretty good too, but like, holy shit, dude.
Hey, Dak is playing well too. But Baker's just
Dak's good and losing. Hey, I had to test it. God.
That's your new chair after old chair broke.
Yeah.
King Andrew.
Cowboys could really use one Micah Parsons.
Yeah, let's talk about this game.
I think I heard he's the most double-teamed edge rusher in the NFL.
Oh, yes, dude.
Micah
and now I
Parsons
finally understand. I understand Cowboys fans who are like, wow, there's holding on Micah Parsons every single play. Yep. But he's commanding attention every single time that he's taking the field. It's a walk-off game winner. Rico Dowdle, once again, having 183 yards on the ground. Also their leading receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, would have thought that. Darren, just bring some holy water, man.
Yeah.
Let's bring some holy water.
No, Bryce Young's, he's playing well.
He played fine. 400. Let's talk about this again. Panthers deserve a ton of credit. Their defense actually made stops when they needed to.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, that defense is horrendous. That defense is real bad. And this is one of those games, they're now at 2-3-1. The Panthers have a better record than them. And it's like, dude. And again, this is why I'm feeling a little bit more grateful after the Packers win, because it's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. Carolina, I hope that they can build upon this, because 3 weeks ago we were like, oh, the Panthers are done. Yeah. Right? Like it's probably not going to go well. It's done. But now,
what's crazy?
Big win.
Yeah. Right. So what's really interesting here is, so the Cowboys let Rico Dowdle go. Okay. I don't fault them for that. Nobody expected Rico to have 2 weeks of 200 plus yards.
No.
But Carolina's happy to have him. Cowboys they brought in Javonte Williams.
Damn.
He's been very good for them all season. Carolina shut Javonte down. That's a big part of their success in this game.
Yes.
Cowboys acquiring George Pickens looks like a genius move. Pickens was insane in this game.
He's a monster.
It wasn't just the 168. He's doing George Pickens stuff out there, making incredible grabs. Gets into the end zone. Jake Ferguson's been very good. So Cowboys, Javonte Williams, smart acquisition. George Pickens, smart acquisition. Had they just, I know it's so obvious, had they just kept Micah Parsons, I think they have a winning record. I think that's the difference. Probably in the Packers game at some point, like, It's just they would have had a incredible offseason. Even having Schottenheimer as your head coach, he's got that offense playing lights out. They're playing great, and they're doing it without CD. And I think it's one of those things. CD goes down, and it's allowed them to really kind of find what they have with George Pickens there. And I'll be curious to see how Dallas navigates when CD's healthy again.
Sure.
Obviously, you should succeed. You should have a lot of success with him and George out there. But
yeah,
it sucks if you're a Cowboys fan because it's like they did 3/4 of the things correctly. 4ths of the things correctly. But they made the one giant gaffe. The one giant gaffe.
And I mean, there was times where he was holding together that defense. And again, like you get overshown back at some point, the defense should get better whenever he's going to come back.
Hopefully. He's such a bad injury. Like, is he going to be 100%, man?
I know. So and a lot of people making this comparison, they feel like the Bengals, right? Like when they have Joe Burrow, where it's like, okay, you're not going to have a defense and you're just going to have to go out there and score a ton. 2011 Packers, right? Like Dak has been playing phenomenal football. He's been playing like really efficient, really clean football without CeeDee Lamb the past few weeks. It's just their defense can't stop anything right now, man. It's bad. So they got these 4, first round draft picks, and they might wind up extending Pickens, right? If he continues to play really well, especially in CD's absence. But man, they got to hit. They got to hit on those. So
if they don't, let me tell you, Broncos, go after George Pickens, please. Come on, Denver. Offer him that Walmart money.
The Chargers-Dolphins game was closer than anticipated. And
was it?
I mean, 2-point game. Tua throwing the ball the other team a few times. That one, not his fault. One, not his fault. But I feel like things, even when you could pull some hope, Devin Achane had another really, really good game, right? But also, holy crap, the Chargers being able to run the ball without Hampton too.
Kamani Vidal coming in.
Glad.
Vidal Sassoon, baby.
The Jets trade for Kyler Murray. I wouldn't. Not with that contract.
Dude, Kyler is... Did you see how much better the Cardinals looked with Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah, it's bad.
I think Kirk Cousins, maybe you sniff around old Big Kirko, New York. Call up Big Kirko. Come on.
Around.
Make it funny. Make it fun.
So
I think
it's a great run.
Vidal coming in for the Chargers. I think he was huge for them. Problems on the O-line for the Chargers. They lose Hampton, who is looking like, he's really, really good.
Yeah.
He'll be back at some point. You activate a dude off the practice squad, and he gets you a $124 and a receiving touchdown. That's nice. McConkey and Herbert on that final drive. Who set up that final drive for him? Another guy they activated, Naheem Hines, who hasn't played in a regular season game since 2022, Tom. So, credit. I think it's good coaching for the Chargers, not letting some excuses stop them this week. Also, yes, you played the Dolphins, and they are finding new ways to lose every week because Darren Waller touchdown into the game gives them the lead, right?
Yep.
We all laughed at the Darren Waller signing, but he's looking pretty fucking good for Miami
good for
right
them.
now.
They needed a tight end after they lost Jonnu Smith, man. I mean, because Smith had a really good season last year. Eric, just out of your control completely. Just enjoy the win, man.
Yeah, it didn't work for Miami.
And how Miami keeps on losing is not just, on the field, but then Tua comes out after the game in his press conference and is like, hey, there's guys who are showing up late to players only meetings. There's guys who are not showing up at all. And it just feels like there is a systemic dysfunction with the Miami Dolphins. And I think when you talk about hot seats, right, McDaniels, his name has been at the very top of the list since week 2. And that does not seem like it is getting better.
Yeah. I think that to his comments, they're interesting. I think they're getting blown out of proportion a little bit in that I think people are using what he said and they're painting it like he's taking a shot at Mike McDaniel.
And Bobby. Because he's talking about leadership.
And he didn't take enough accountability in his statements, right? He's like, we got to blame leadership for this. And I think in his head, he's probably saying like he's looking at himself as a leader. And then he's saying like guys are showing up late to player only meetings.
Oh.
To me, that's not putting it on Mike McDaniel. If it's a players only meeting, right, then you're kind of eliminating the head coach from that conversation.
Yeah.
It's still not good. It's still not a good look. It's still like one of those situations where you want your quarterback to just be like, look, I got to be better. Turn the ball over 3 times. I can't have that. We're going to work on eliminating those mistakes. And that's like the only way we're going to win football games is if I get my team in a better position to win. And then you have whatever conversation that you're actually having with us, with your teammates and whoever. And if it is an issue with Mike McDaniel and overall like guidance of their ship, you handle that behind closed doors. It wasn't a great look, but I think it's a little bit bigger of it's being painted as a bigger picture or a bigger issue than I think what he actually said represents, if that makes sense.
I think they're just under a microscope right now. By the way, Darius Smith just retired. So Darius Smith said,
who's he even play for right now?
Eagles. Yeah. So he's gone. He's gone. B-Bot.
Yeah, pretty much everybody eats bread.
Pretty much everybody eats bread.
They do. I mean,
pretty much everybody eats bread.
Unless you've
Maye
got a massive gluten allergy.
No, there you go. Yeah, but I think it's with the Dolphins. The problem is it's every week, man. Like every week there's another story. Every week there's another thing. Every week there's a bad play. Every week there's another loss. And I feel like just it is ample. Like someone is people are going to lose their jobs in Miami. Like I think that's just where, unless they can do a massive turnaround, which I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They've got problems on defense. They've got consistency issues on offense. And people still don't know if Tua's the right guy.
Yeah. John, I think it depends. Devontae Wyatt needs to get healthy. You have seen the difference in that defense when he is on the field. So you have Devontae Wyatt there up the middle. It's looking all right. Wyatt. The Patriots getting another win. You're talking about the Saints being one of those gritty teams, but Drake Maye yesterday picking up right where he left off from this past Sunday against the Bills. He was throwing some dimes, my friend.
Yeah.
3 touchdown performance.
May look good. Keyshawn Butte looked real nice.
Mm-hmm.
That is one luscious, juicy booty, Tom.
That's true.
True. Yeah, I mean, I think Drake Maye is kind of looking like the in terms of the quarterbacks from last year in their sophomore season.
Yeah.
Drake Maye. And then really don't know. Caleb, Jaden, Bo. McCarthy's not healthy. Drake Maye looks like the best of the bunch right now. Mike Vrabel doing a nice job coaching New England. This game was also had a bunch of weird calls by the refs.
Yep.
A lot of confusion about what is this a touchdown? Is this not a touchdown? And Spencer Rattler is having one of the oddest years for a young quarterback. The wins aren't there, but people are like, and it's not just a couple people. Everyone's like, there might be something to Spencer Rattler as your quarterback. And the fact that the Saints are 1-5 and they drafted Tyler Shuck second round, there's no indication that they're ready to switch away from Rattler. Kind of a cool story for him, even though he's at 1-5. Like he might be the guy.
Yeah, dude, and he had that one bad week a few weeks ago, but he's been pretty consistent. And they had no run game yesterday to speak of whatsoever, so that's not going to help things. And the Saints they seem like a team. They just need an influx of talent, man. Like they just need to draft really well. They need to bring in some free agents. And then I think you can actually start to really evaluate. But what Spencer Rattler is able to do with a pretty deficient team right now, I think deserves some credit. That's
just, he's playing decent ball.
So, got to give him some credit. Rams, Baltimore. Puka Nacua, by the way, he got banged up in this game. He is day-to-day. Sean McVay came out a little while ago and was talking about that. So hopefully, nothing serious.
Ankle injury there.
Because he's playing again. They're doing the Jaguars in an overseas game on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
This game was very close in the first half. It was very, very close. And again, you got to get Ravens fans need something. I got to give them credit where credit's due. Your defense, it showed up yesterday. It showed up. The defense, which has been one of the worst parts. So sorry, 49ers. One of the worst parts of the team this year. They showed up yesterday, and it's just Cooper Rush is not good. They gave the ball to Derrick Henry a whole bunch of times, 24 carries. That's what they needed to do. Now they just need to do it when Lamar Jackson's back, and then just have that balance on offense, and the defense needs to show up, and then you can start winning some football games again.
Yeah, I really like Zay Flowers as a player. I'm a Zay Flowers fan, but I think he fumbled it away twice in this game. This game, I felt like every time Red Zone cut to this game, it was just one of the teams making a mistake. It just felt like one of those games where, they fucked up. That was 2 fumbles lost for the Ravens, a pick. Rams lost a fumble. Ugly game. Rams are happy they walked out with the win.
Yeah.
When you got a Cooper Rush got hurt too, right? He got injured, so they put in Tyler Huntley.
Yep.
Who is better than Rush in this game, but not by much. You just need Lamar back. You need your 2-time MVP quarterback back. And even when you had him, you're losing. But you're right. At least you only gave up 17 points. Rams have a kicking problem as well. What's their kicker's name? Josh Cardi.
Yeah.
Yeah. He missed a 26-yard field goal. He's got the lowest kicking percentage this year, field goals made percentage, above just, I think, Moody and Young Wei Koo, who have, been released from their teams that they started with this year. But feels like that's going to be one of those things that bites the Ravens in the ass if they don't figure it out. The Rams.
And maybe I'm crazy right now. I'm not all out on the Ravens right now. Because I like Lamar Jackson being on that offense is going to make a huge difference. Because their defense showed up yesterday, I still have this much hope. It's a long season. They got time. But dude, the fact they only have 1 win, they got to turn it around quickly. They can't lose too many more games or it's going to be a problem. Steven would have fitted. Whoop. Or are they kidding? Yeah.
I still like what Brian Branch did.
Perna will advocate for it. Yeah, man. I mean, probably going to get a game suspension. I would imagine.
Worth it. Worth it.
That fine's not going to be.
Amon ra 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 ra. Hey.
It just said Amon Ra Tushy, and I forgot what that was.
I did not remember that one.
Yep, there you go. I think that was a Johnny creation. Well done. Appreciate you, Steven.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Arizona, Indianapolis. That was a close game. You're talking about Jacoby Brissett. I know, because Kyler didn't wind up playing this game. And while the Cardinals did lose, they look better. And now you're like, well.
Oh, you mean a quarterback came in and ran the offense?
What do we do?
Huh? And Marvin Harrison Jr. left the game with a concussion, too. Zay Jones, their leading receiver in this game, in terms of yards. Brissett wasn't perfect, but 320, 2 touchdowns.
They also really didn't have much
against the Colts, man. The Colts defense been very good this year. Mm-hmm. It's not like he did that against Dallas, right? They're not fake stats for Brissett. They're not fake. Oh, yeah. I did not want Arizona to win this game because I'm having too much fun enjoying the Colts. But I'm not rooting against you, Arizona. I think you've pinpointed your problem. And I'm not saying Jacoby's the answer, okay? But Kyler's not helping their team. They gave Kyler a lot of money, and he's not the dude.
A lot of money, man.
You know what I mean? He's not the dude. Daniel Jones, not going to get enough respect for his performance with the 212, 2 touchdown day.
Jonathan Taylor continues to be phenomenal, man.
I think he's the most important running back in the NFL right now for his team is Jonathan Taylor.
I agree with that.
Like, they're a balanced offensive attack. Daniel Jones doesn't have to do too much. Tyler Warren, he made a play in this game. That was I can't remember if it was his touchdown or if it just got him into the red zone. He's a beast. But Josh Downs had one of the best catches of the week. Back of the end zone, just gets absolutely lit up after he catches the football. Maintains possession, both feet down. This was a fun game. Arizona.
Anthony Richardson.
Colts lost 2 players in the pregame warm-up.
Pregame warm-up.
Is it an orbital fracture for Richardson?
So apparently it was an elastic band malfunction. Yeah, he was doing the elastic bands and then it hit him in the face and he has an orbital bone fracture.
The injury's not funny, but the fact that it's Anthony Richardson.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, you don't laugh at injuries, but how? How?
Who was the team on Hard Knocks that they showed the mishap with the stretchy band? Do you remember that? It was like was that the Colts? Was that Colts Hard Knocks?
I don't remember who that was, to be honest with you.
Who the fuck was that?
William, I think it was a little bit of both.
You guys know in the comments. Come on, tell me which Hard Knocks was that?
I know. I'm terrible. It was the Lions.
It was the Lions. Had Dan Campbell pointed it out in the meeting. Ooh, gotta get rid of those stretchy bands. They are dangerous.
That's what I do.
For Anthony Richardson, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, you talk about a QB who's having a tough year. It is Daniel Jones coming in, beating you out of a job, having a phenomenal season. Your team's only lost 1 game, and then you fracture your orbital bone in pregame warmups with an elastic.
Yeah.
band.
Anthony Richardson's the only quarterback so injury prone. He can go on IR while not starting as a quarterback and not playing in a snap.
Dude, like, holy God, man.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know what you do with that. But Daniel, exactly. Like, he's like, it's just, that is one of the, and then the other one got a concussion, right?
Yeah, Charvarius Ward, and he and a guy collided running routes in their sweatpants.
Like, what are we doing?
Took a shot.
No more pregame warmups. That's it.
Yeah, going cold.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Travel. The smoke alarm is a warning. It's just like, hey, that's going off in the Jet organization right now.
Your team is dying.
Oh God, yeah, because that's got to be painful, man. Like those elastic bands, like those tension. That's got to be so painful. It's just holy God, Chris. I hope not.
Yeah,
think they will. I don't think they will. Got away with the win. Let's see. Oh, hey, the Raiders won.
Raiders beat the Titans.
There you go, Raiders.
2010. Geno Smith just 1 interception.
Sacked Cam Ward six times.
Yeah, they've got a real problem there.
Not good coffee.
3 turnovers for the Titans. Who's the Raider? Their linebacker was really good. Devin White. Devin White played a hell of a game.
Oh my God. It's just yeah.
That's the only game we missed, right? So far, did we get everybody else?
Yeah, tonight we got a doubleheader again. So you got the Bills against the Falcons, and then the Bears against the Commanders.
So,
hey, 2 pretty solid games.
Yeah, we'll see what the Falcons are made of. See if the Bills are for real.
We'll see if they
Bears Commanders. That's just gonna be fun. I wish that was the only game on tonight.
Bears Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do too. I'll be streaming that one. Yeah, Perna, what do you got coming out today?
Oh, my Lanta. Nothing. Just go watch my Broncos recap, huh? Working on winners and losers for tomorrow morning. Godspeed to me.
That's it.
What do you got, Tom? Scripted? Scripted? Every fans?
Listen, that's how you continue rivalries. All right.
A Brian Branch tribute video? What are you going to make tonight?
Nope, definitely not that.
Come on. You wanted him.
So the problem is that we have another doubleheader
Yeah,
again,
it
and I
sucks.
cannot spend all day tomorrow doing scripted because I'll be going to the game. So today, what's likely going to happen is every fans is definitely going to be out after the 2 games. I'll be streaming the Bears Commanders game tonight as well. So those 2 will be out. If I can get another skit done, cool. But I'm going to try to write and film a whole lot of scripted just so I have to add the Monday night games, and that's it. So that'll be out tomorrow again because I can't do anything about these stupid doubleheaders. So.
Yeah, and there's one more doubleheader. Well, that one's 5 and 8.
I think we have another one, don't we?
Next week, week 8. But that one, the games aren't really going to overlap much. It's 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock start time. Bucks, Lions, Texans, Seahawks. Then that should be the last doubleheader.
But yeah, so every fan's out tonight, scripted out. I'm going to try to get it out early tomorrow because I got to go to the game. So, but folks, appreciate the hell out of y'all. See you tonight for the stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
You reached your destination. Better hope Brian Branch isn't waiting for you.
Bam!
Better hope he's not.